Before moving on to the new 2024 second-generation Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 Coupe, let's discuss this car segment. It's been 15 years since BMW introduced the X6 at the South Carolina factory. The X6 was almost entirely the first product of the German fascination with SUV, coupes. The idea is that by adding a sliding rear end, the sporty part of the SUV moniker is emphasized. Last I heard, profit margins on cars like the X6 and GLC Coupe are 20% higher than normal SUVs. After the X6, BMW introduced the X4, the X3 Coupe. Mercedes came out with both GLE and GLC coupes. Audi makes the Q4 e-tron Sportback, Q5 Sportback, Q8 e-tron Sportback and the gas-powered Q8, a coupe version of the Q7. Porsche even makes a Cayenne Coupe. Like the standard GLC SUV on which it is based, the all-new GLC Coupe is slightly larger than what it replaces. This is generally a good thing, as you can get back some of the luggage space you gave up by buying the coupe variant in the first place. Much of the increase is in length, where the GLC Coupe is now 1.2 inches longer than the first-generation cars. The height has increased by half an inch, but the width remains the same. It's worth noting that the front and rear tracks have swelled by 0.2 and 0.9 inches, respectively, and the latter increase should help with handling. According to Mercedes, the drag coefficient has improved from 0.30 to 0.27 candelas, which is hard to believe because it is literally the same as the new Toyota Prius. However, the coupe silhouette looks more aerodynamic than the regular GLC. The biggest visual difference between old and new is up front. The redesigned face is best described as refined. The thick, conventional Mercedes grille is gone in favor of the now familiar AMG grille, a stylized propeller variant that still grows on either side of the massive Mercedes emblem. This new grille gives the GLC Coupe a more continental, mustachioed look. Every part of the fascia is cleaned up, and looking at the photos of the old one, the changes are quite a big improvement. All the shapes are better, and while the amount of plastic may be the same, the face now looks like it's made of higher quality materials. The 2024 model gets a makeover using Mercedes design chief Gordon Wagoner's latest twist on his sensitive purity design language, which means the hard character line no longer runs through both doors, but instead splits in two. The line is now found on each wheel, where it is used to break up the visual bulk inherent in the body parts. The casual observer will think the new one looks a little less bulky if they even notice. The GLC Coupe's raison d'etre, its sloping roofline, accentuates the design and looks great. At the rear, the taillights are new, visually linked, while also mimicking Mercedes EQ products. As for cabin quality, it's on par with modern Mercedes interiors, and it has a solid mix of leather, high-quality plastics and optional wood trim. The crushed round air vents have been tweaked to enhance the look. Plus, they're just like the round vents of the previous generation. They are not elegant. Both rear seat room and cargo space are improved thanks to the new GLC Coupe's larger dimensions, the latter of which is 1.6 cubic feet with the rear seats up, a total of 19.2 cubic feet, or 52.6 cubic feet when folded flat. The 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 Coupe has the same engine as the new GLC. It's a 2.0-liter, turbocharged, 48-volt, non-accessory mild hybrid good for 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's not a lot of power in a 2023, but the standard 4MATIC AWD system makes the most of it. The engine's grunt is definitely adequate, though nothing sporty. The best parts of the GLC Coupe are its superb ride quality and agility. The first is due to the optional air suspension, and the second is thanks to Mercedes' better four-wheel steering. Guess what? The two come as a package and are not optional. The 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 Coupe will be a great midsize car, a sporty luxury SUV. Improved rear seat room and extra luggage capacity are always welcome, and the revised design looks better overall. The GLC Coupe is quiet, luxurious enough for the segment it competes in, loaded with technology, and even has an off-road mode.